Hello, everyone, and welcome. I hope you're all doing so well. So, today I'm going to be looking into the new moon in Virgo energy, and I want to do like sort of a pick a card, pick a deck situation, and I'm going to see what is this new moon activating for you in your life. What does spirit want you to know at the time of this new moon? Because I have been feeling this moon so strongly, you guys. I have been feeling it like so activating. I took a few notes and I'm going to give some general messages. Okay. I feel like I want to give a few general messages, which I just feel that it came through so strong. And I really want everyone to recognize the power and the potency that we are in at this time with this new moon in Virgo. Okay. This is such a good time to make lists, make plans, write things down, journal. I've been finding that the moon in Virgo energy, it can create a little bit of a stress energy. So I've been feeling collectively there might be sort of this general experience of like a little bit of heightened anxiety or a little bit of heightened stress, or just feeling a little bit of like a pressure cooker energy in the energy field around you. So what I've been noticing for myself is that if I journal, if I write things down, or if I make plans, make lists, get everything really clear, I find that really helps to sort of shift that energy into sort of taking creative action. So I'm feeling like there's a lot of energetic potential here for taking creative action, like doing things. And I'm just seeing once you start taking action, to whatever you put your energy towards at this new moon is going to have long lasting positive results and outcomes for you in your life. Like, I just feel like this moon is ready to bless. This moon is ready to bless you. This moon is just asking for you to meet it halfway. And the Virgo energy, Virgo's very giving. Virgo's a very giving energy. Virgo wants to always help, to always be of service, to always like be like, hey, how can I be there for you? So keep in mind, that's what I feel this moon is actually saying to you. It's actually saying, how can I help you? How can I be of service in your life? And I love this energy. So keep that in mind amongst this tense energy that you might be feeling, or a little bit of stress, a little bit of overactive mind. It's sort of like an overactive mental energy. Okay, there could be an overanalyzing and overthinking. Meditation is really great. Any kind of relaxation, focusing on your relaxation, your meditation, your journaling, things like this. I'm just seeing Virgo, the Virgo energy just wants you to feel it as a blessing, right? And the more that you can get into that, get out of fight or flight response, the more you'll see how much is actually available at this time, like how much is really here for us at this time. So yeah, make plans and follow through with them now. It's a great time to take action, to begin, and also to do something that might involve a lot of willpower, especially if it's to do with health. Okay, this is a great time to make health plans, to go on new kind of regimes or diets, things like this, cleanses. It's a great time and you're going to have profoundly positive outcomes. I'm also getting to write down your ideas. Okay, write down your ideas. That's really going to help you sort of just, again, ground this energy and make the most use of it. Really also affirmations. Okay, that's the other thing that I've been picking up on. Affirmations are so powerful and potent at this time. Okay, I've been listening to my Beauty Star affirmation tape like all through the day. And then I've been listening to different ones all through the night as my sleep tape. But recently I've just been obsessed with the Beauty Star affirmations to just have them on in the background. This is a tape that I made, in case you didn't know. I'll link it down below and you can check it out if it might be right for you. But I love the Beauty Star affirmations. I've been using them, like I said, every day. In this Virgo energy, it's actually the perfect amplifier for these affirmations to work. Okay, so the final note that I'll just give you about this Virgo moon that I've been picking up on is it's really activating our third eyes. Okay, that's where I've been feeling. I've been feeling a lot of energy in the third eye. I did a reading yesterday, a channeled message yesterday, picking up on this energy. Please go watch that if you haven't already and you resonate with this third eye message. It was in yesterday's reading, okay? So the third eye energy, what it's trying to tell you, okay? There's a lot of different energies being activated through this third eye. It's very like multidimensional, but what spirit I feel like wants you to know is that there's the thing that things are going to work out a lot better than how you might feel right now. I'm feeling like a lot of generalized sort of anxiety in the energy field. But the funny thing is that things are all working in your favor. Things are all going good for you. Things are all actually like on your side. You're actually living in alignment. You're actually doing everything right already. Okay, that's what Spirit wants you to know. You're actually already doing things right. You're already doing it right now. And not only that, if you could see into the future of how things end up turning out for you, you would look back at this time from the future and be like, oh my gosh, why did I even worry about this? Everything actually turned out really good. I'm actually exactly where I wanted to end up. So that's sort of like the little insight Spirit's trying to have there, is that there might be some anxiety in the field, there might be some tension, some stress, some overthinking, some worry, but actually things are actually really, really good for you right now. You're actually really, really in alignment. You're actually doing really, really well. You're actually like on top of your game in so many things. And start to see that. Start to see the perfection in your life right now, the inherent perfection in your life right now. Okay. All right. So the final thing I'm just going to say, I know I already said it was going to be final, but this one's really final. The final thing that I'm going to say is that there were some messages that came through over the past 2 weeks that was sort of talking a lot about surrender, right? Having faith, having surrender, especially around that Pisces full moon that we've just come from. Okay, the energy has changed. The energy has shifted, all right? It's time to shift gears. We're moving into a different phase. We're moving into a different energy. It's time to make plans. It's time to take action. It's time to use your will, your willpower, your discipline, your motivation, your inspiration. It's time to channel. It's time to change and innovate your life. Do whatever you feel inspired to do and follow through, because you will get incredible results. All right. That is the end of the generalized sort of channeled messages. And I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading now. So yeah, I'll see you for your reading. Color group 1. So we're going to ask, what do you need to know about this upcoming new moon in Virgo? So yeah, let's just begin, right? Spirit tuning into group 1, tuning into group number 1. Wow. Amazing. We have the throat chakra coming out as your main card. Okay, let us see. Throat chakra energies for you this Virgo new moon. We have the Two of Cups. You could be speaking, having an important conversation, getting information from somebody that is on your level. You see eye to eye on the same level as this person. You might be meeting someone for the first time. You could even be meeting someone for the first time who's overseas, having a conversation with them that's quite pivotal in your life. I feel like they're going to give you some kind of information that's going to activate something for you. Look at all this major arcana. Are you serious? Wow. This is... Why does this continue to always blow my mind? Okay. And then back of the deck energy, we have the Two of Wands, which is the waiting game. The waiting game. Interesting. Okay, so with this much major arcana in your spread, this has to be my quantum leap group, okay? This has to be... You are really going to quantum leap with this new moon, okay? Wow. This feels like something with the waiting game there, with the Two of Wands, something that you've really been waiting for a long time. You've really been envisioning your life to be a certain way. I'm seeing that's manifesting for you with this new moon. There's something that's actually going to be manifesting for you with this new moon. And I feel like you might not even realize that at this time. You might not even realize like how good things are in terms of things. You really have things in your favor, okay? With the Justice card there, I'm seeing there's something about the choices. This is the Justice card. The choices you've been making, like the way you've been choosing to show up and live life, the integrity that you've lived life with. I feel like you embody some kind of this Virgo energy. You don't have to have Virgo in your chart, although of course some of you might. But it's more about this sense where you keep showing up and giving to the world and wanting to help others and wanting to be of service to the world. And you really are dedicated to making the world a better place. And I just feel that because of this, you have almost like this karma to collect, like positive karma, that you're kind of going to be collecting, like cashing in on in this new moon. And it's not something you're really consciously doing, but more something that you're kind of being gifted by the universe. So I'm seeing something that you have been for a long time wanting with the Two of Wands, something you've been thinking about, that you've been envisioning. When you think about your dreams for the future, what do they involve? And it feels like something quite significant with the major arcana showing up, okay? This is a very significant manifestation. For some of you, it could be about a spiritual union. It could definitely be about a spiritual union. It could definitely be about meeting a member of your soul family at this time during this new moon, okay? This feels very pivotal. And again, conversations under this moon, in the influence of this moon, is very significant. Conversations, even over the next month or so from when you're receiving this message, really take note of the people that you are in communication with, because I'm seeing that you might get a lot of valuable information. I'm seeing you like maybe taking notes or really wanting to like sort of like remember the encounters that you're having, the conversations you're having. Maybe some of you, it's really deep memories that you're creating with someone. For some of you, you might be really learning from somebody and yeah, getting a lot of new information somehow from somewhere that's really activating you at a soul level. It's really like, yeah, you're really feeling really just like tuned in with life and alive. Yeah, I'm feeling like this new moon is bringing some life back into you, okay? Because I feel that you have a very giving and generous energy, and you are very focused on others and being of service and kind of like doing the right thing and kind of showing up for life. I feel like you're very in alignment with this new moon, by the way. Whatever it is you've been up to, whatever it is you've been doing, you are in alignment. Things are working out in your favor. Okay. Especially know that if you've been stressed. I said this in the general channeled messages before I started these readings. There might be a feeling of anxiety in the air with this new moon in Virgo, okay? This eclipse in Virgo energy. Could be a little bit of anxiety, could be a little bit of stress, could be a little bit of tension, frustration, irritability. Okay. But I feel like there is just the need to balance that energy out and do what you can to relax and calm down the nervous system and meditate or have a bath and soak and or smell lavender oil, lavender essential oil, or ground in the earth, or journal and write things down, write out affirmations. There's something here where if you can switch your nervous system out of the fight or flight response as best as you can with whatever tools you have available to you, then you're going to suddenly see a new world of possibility open up to you. And you're going to all of a sudden be like, wait a minute, I am in such a good position in my life. I feel like that's something Spirit wants you to see. And if you didn't have any anxiety or stress or fear, I feel like you would sort of see your life in a different way. Um, or if you could see where it's going to end up, perhaps. For some of you, if you could see where it's going to end up, Spirit saying, where your life is going to be, even just 6 months from now, 2 years from now, Spirit saying you wouldn't stress out so much. You wouldn't be so concerned, so worried. So there's something here, a message definitely coming through about worry, because how can you worry when things are looking so good for you? That's what Spirit's basically saying. Like, things are going so well for you, there's really no need to worry. You might have an overactive brain with this new moon. You might be thinking all the time, overthinking, overanalyzing. If you're in the fight or flight response, life is going to be looking very differently than if you have relaxed your nervous system and you're kind of approaching things from a clearer head and a clearer mind. So do what you can to keep your energy balanced, because I'm just seeing that you're going to love, love, love the energy of this new moon when you aren't feeling stressed. I'm just seeing like the nervous system tension in this new moon, the way it's impacting everyone is like full on. There's sort of like a bit of a highly strong energy. However, the other side of that is that it's a very potent energy. There's almost like extra manifestation energy in there. There's like extra around. And that's why I'm sort of seeing this highly strong energy where people might be like, it's almost like they've taken, an upper. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling. It's like, bring the energy into balance and use that energy that's actually surrounding us to manifest, to set intentions, to write affirmations, to listen to affirmations. Okay, that's another thing I was saying in the intro, is that I've been listening to affirmations like crazy, and I feel like it's a great way to use this Virgo moon. It's very analytical, it's very in the mind. It likes to have something to focus on, to listen to write about. I like also was journaling affirmations as well. I've been using my affirmations from my Beauty Star tape. I'll link that down below if you would like to check it out. It has some really beautiful channeled affirmations that I've been loving working with personally in my own life. So yeah, use this time. Use this time because it's so potent and powerful, especially for you, okay? Especially for you. I want to say especially for you, because you've been doing something, because you've been working your way through something. You've been healing, you've been aligning, you've been making the right choices. With the Destiny card there, I'm seeing an unfoldment of wishes. Like I'm seeing destiny turning in your favor. I'm seeing the universe wanting to give back to you. Again, Virgo energy is very generous. Virgo likes to give and be of service and be helpful. And Virgos are classic overgivers. So I just feel like the funny thing is that the way that I'm feeling this new moon wants to communicate with you is to be like, hey, let me kind of be the giver in this situation. Let me like overgive to you and just shower you with so much because I feel that you really deserve this. And so Spirit's saying, yeah, align with this energy of ease as well with the destiny card. It's as easy as turning a wheel, you know? That's sort of the flow I'm seeing, but I am seeing like genuine manifestations coming in for you, okay? This feels like a turning point for some longer term manifestations, things that might take a while. For some of you, for some reason, I'm seeing like some kind of a health transformation. There's some kind of a turning point in your health transformation journey at this time. Virgo does have a lot of association with health, but I'm seeing that really specifically. For some of you, your appearance might be transforming and changing and becoming more in alignment with something that you've been visualizing. I'm seeing some kind of destiny manifestation, okay? Like it could be a destined spiritual union for some of you who are single and searching, or a pivotal moment in that, or a download to do with that. The throat chakra also symbolizes to me the solution of a problem, okay? Finding the answer to a problem, finding the answer to a question that you have in your life somehow. So I feel like for some of you, you might have been waiting on an answer. You might have been waiting on communication from somewhere somehow. I'm seeing emails and texts and things like this. I'm seeing communication coming in with this new moon, especially if it's been long awaited, like you've been waiting for it for a long time. Yeah, someone getting some messages, someone getting some information that moves them forward in some way or helps them put something to rest, helps them with closure, or it could be really exciting communication. Wow. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of communication. I think that this is going to be a really chatty new moon for you. It's going to be a really social new moon. I think that one of the needs that you have with this new moon is actually to communicate. So maybe like book in to, I don't know, hang out with friends on the night of the new moon or spend some quality time with your partner just to sort of like debrief about life. You know, when you have that really good debriefing session after something that's happened, or I don't know, we're at some kind of social gathering, that's the sort of energy I'm getting is like Virgo wants to be able to debrief and like talk things through, look back at where you've come from, look to the future, make plans, make sure everything's in alignment, tick all the boxes. I just feel like, yeah, there's something really social here. Virgo likes to talk. It's ruled by the planet Mercury. So give yourself the chance to express yourself with this new moon. Really make that a need. I feel like that's actually a need at this new moon for you, is to express yourself and specifically to be heard. Okay, you might have some triggers coming up at this time around being heard, where you might feel like, oh, I'm not being listened to, I'm not being heard by someone. Something like that could be coming up to heal from. Like, so that it's healed, it's kind of in the spotlight. You're noticing that you have this thing where you really want to be heard, or you really want to be understood, or you repeat yourself all the time because you don't feel like people are going to understand, or something like this. You like realize something about this pattern that you may have been having. But I'm just seeing a lot of energy in your throat chakra actually freeing up. Okay. I'm seeing that you are going to be getting to a next level with your throat chakra, with your ability to communicate, with your ability to be quite comfortable in your own skin. That's something I'm definitely seeing manifesting with this new moon, is that you're going to be feeling a lot more comfortable in your own skin, a lot more confident about your body, about your appearance, about your life. Kind of like, I don't know, there's something really holistic about this new moon. It's like Spirit's kind of not wanting to focus necessarily on just one area of your life, because I'm seeing with the Virgo energy, it kind of, we need to focus on all areas of life. I'm seeing that kind of thing. Spirit sort of saying, take a holistic approach in anything that you're doing. Take a holistic approach in anything that you're doing. That's another thing that I'm getting a really strong message about. Take a holistic approach. If you are facing something, whatever it might be, make sure you're doing every angle, like working at a physical, practical level, working at a spiritual, energetic level, working at an emotional level, working at a mental level. You know, taking kind of care of all parts of yourself, all facets of your being. So yeah, that might be something that comes into the spotlight for you with this new moon in Virgo is you realize, I've been having some needs that I've been neglecting. Like maybe you need more of your spiritual needs met or something like this, and you realize that it might have been out of balance. So I see a lot of things coming into balance for you with this new moon, and you realizing that it wasn't actually so hard. There's something like that where there's going to be a feeling that you're juggling multiple areas of your life with this new moon, but it's not actually hard. It's actually flowing and you're actually on top of things. Yeah, I'm feeling a very organized energy wanting to come through. You're going to be feeling like your life is organized, that you're juggling many, many things at once. And maybe sometimes this would overwhelm you, but I feel like with this new moon, you're juggling all these things and all the balls are staying in the air. You're staying afloat. You aren't going down, like you're not dropping things. And I think that's going to be feeling really good because you're going to be feeling really empowered and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm on top of my game kind of thing. So I'm seeing a lot of the energy around manifestation that is destined for you with this new moon feels to be, for a lot of you, I'm just going to say it feels to be a lot around you going through some kind of a glow up, okay? I love that term glow up, but it's basically like some kind of health, a healing, or a glow up in your life or a glow up in your lifestyle, something improving in your life, improving in your lifestyle, or improving in your appearance or your embodiment or your health goals. A very healthy energy with this Virgo. Okay, Virgo influence here. But I just see, again, if you have any specific goals to do with health, to do with appearance, to do with things like this Virgo moon is the perfect time to start implementing in a holistic way the ways in which you want to change or improve. A very holistic way, having taking the practical steps, but working on the emotional, the meditation, the stress, working on all kinds of things like at once. Also, by the way, I will just say my beauty star tape would be a perfect energy if you do have these kinds of intentions to do with glowing up in your life in some way. Yeah, it has that beautiful kind of energy around manifestation to it. So anyway, I'll link it down below. You can see if it's right for you. The energy that I'm feeling just feels so connected to health and appearance and body. Like if you've been trying to get fit or going to the gym or building muscle or something like this is what I'm seeing. For some of you, this is all so indicated at this time. Like this is the perfect time for this. This is the perfect time to really take your health really seriously, okay? Whether you usually do that or not. And I'm talking about health in a really holistic way, though, okay? And I'm seeing that spirit might be showing you like there's some area in your holistic health life that kind of needs to be put back into balance. And you're going to have some awareness of that where you're like, oh, you know what? I really need to start taking practical steps to go to the gym or to go for a run or something. Or you're going to realize that you really need to meditate more and take care of your stress levels. There's something about this where you're going to realize something and it's going to click and it's going to be empowering. It's going to be good. There's a really good feeling you have when you have all of that motivation to change. That energy where you're like, I'm motivated to change. I want to improve my life. I want to get to a next level. That's the energy that I'm feeling for you. You're going to be feeling this around something in terms of holistic health and bringing things back into balance in the energy of your life again. So I'm seeing a glow up in your appearance, a glow up, especially to do with your health. You're like glowing with vitality, with life force. Some of you might be losing weight if that's something that is, you know, important to you. I'm seeing that being shown to me, and I'm also seeing muscles. Okay, I'm seeing gaining muscles as well. All right, so I'm seeing there's something about the appearance as well. People are going to be noticing this, like your eyes look brighter. There's something different about you. I think this is going to be very highly satisfying, and it just seems to be the area of life that's showing up very strongly. However, I will say there is definitely a love energy here for you singles out there. This new moon does feel like it has a lot of a potential for receiving love and realizing as well that you're already good enough to be loved. If there's any kind of, I don't know, shadow elements that might make you feel like, oh, I need to change or I need to improve myself before I can get into a relationship. I feel like this new moon would be coming in to tell you that you're already enough, that you're already good enough. Like, let me shower you with love and approval and showing you that you already are lovable. That's what I would be saying. So some of you might be getting lucky in love, okay, with this new moon. I can definitely see that. And if you do meet someone as a single or as a soul, like a soul family member or a friend or a practitioner or someone new in your life, I feel like you're going to have great conversations with this person. You're going to always have a great connection with the throat chakra. I feel like this person you would have a very strong throat chakra connection with. You would love to chat. You would love to share ideas. You would love to just want to ask them endless questions about themselves. And I feel like they want to ask you endless questions about yourself as well. They just keep wanting to know, like, what's been going on? What's been going on? Okay, another really strong message coming through is that some of you might be buying a house, okay? Or something is shifting in the energy field with this eclipse to help you with this manifestation of a house or a home goal, okay? This might be something that's coming in right now or has recently come in for you, or it could be coming in over the next 3 months, is what I'm seeing. The next 3 months for some of you. I'm seeing the manifestation of a home or a home goal, like a dream home, like a home that you would visualize about, that you would visualize yourself in, one that you feel like really meets your needs and you feel good in it. It's a good one. It feels like a special one, and maybe one you had to wait for, but it's one that's worth waiting for, is what I'm seeing. Everything happening right now is worth waiting for. It's going to be so worth it. I feel like that's something Spirit really wants you to know. If you could see how good it's going to get, if you could really see from the future looking back, you would look back at yourself now and be like, oh my gosh, like, chill. It's going to be so fine. Things are going to work out so much better than you think they are. Okay. That's the message of this new moon for you. Things are going to work out so much better than you think they are. So if there's anything that you're obsessively worrying about or that you feel really concerned about that's really triggering you with anxiety at this time, trust that there's actually going to be a much more positive outcome to this situation or a solution to this problem that you may not be able to see right now. You may not be able to see the answer or how this problem is going to be solved in your life, but it will be. And it is being solved in your life at this time with these eclipses. I'm seeing a really strong message here to trust that the outcome is going to be better than you think, because I see some of you may have a problem or a situation or an obstacle, something that may be causing you some anxiety or some fear, some stress. And Spirit saying, like, really, really trust that the situation is actually, I'm hearing the situation is already resolved. The situation is already resolved. Okay, that's what I'm getting. The situation is already resolved. Trust that you are being led to a much higher outcome than you are predicting for yourself at this time, which is why you're stressing yourself out and getting yourself so anxious. But if Spirit could just transport you for a moment into the future and you could see how things worked out right now, you would be like, oh, okay. And you would totally let the fear go and you would just chill and you would enjoy life and you would be like, man, I got some really good things coming for me. All right. So Spirit's inviting you into that energy, inviting you into that wondrous magic that this new moon is providing you for manifestation. Wow. It's so powerful, especially for this group. I mean, I haven't done the second group yet, but this one is pretty amazing. Okay. All right. That is the end of your reading. I do hope you enjoyed it, and happy Virgo new moon to you. Happy end of our eclipses, although the eclipse energy will continue on. If you would like to check out more of my work, I do really recommend the Beauty Star tape for you at this time if you haven't checked it out already. It's got amazing affirmations plus light language. I have a sleep tape and just a light language transmission in there. So yeah, it's a really powerful tool. I've been using it with this new moon energy in particular, and I've been loving it. I'll link it down below. You can read more about it and see if it might be right for you. Thanks so much for supporting my work, and I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care. Hello, group 2. So you chose the Aboriginal Healing Oracle by Mel Brown, and we are going to find out about this new moon in Virgo eclipse energy for you. What is it? How's it influencing you? So let's find out. So back of the deck energy, we have Ellen with compassion, and I'm going to actually take that gratitude as well here. I feel like maybe you've been a bit hard on yourself lately, okay? This Virgo energy can be quite harsh, quite critical of ourselves or maybe of others in our life as well. I'm just seeing Spirit saying like that the criticism is a little bit too harsh here, okay? We all need criticism sometimes, constructive or whatever, but this feels like too harsh. Maybe someone else has come in and been a bit too harsh to you. And if that is the case, Spirit's saying like, please don't take it on board. Don't I don't know, spiral into shame or something about this, because I feel like they were too harsh and they may have been influenced by this sort of tense energy, this Virgo eclipse. It's a powerful manifestational energy, but some people might be experiencing it more as stress, unfortunately. So, what I was saying in the intro is that we might need to do some practices to kind of counteract from the intense nervous system load that this new moon in Virgo is kind of pouring into our energy field right now. It can be a little bit triggering, it can bring up some anxiety, things like this. But we can equally just as powerfully, counteract that energy by doing things that reset our nervous system, that bring us out of the fight or flight response, okay, whatever that might be, meditation, relaxation, grounding in nature. I'm just saying you might have to do something a little bit extra to help yourself stay out of fight or flight, because I'm seeing if you're in fight or flight response, if you get triggered into stress, I'm seeing you might start attacking yourself, like picking yourself apart a little bit, or doing that to other people, or someone has done that to you. Okay, the energy is coming from somewhere around you, or from in you. So Spirit's saying the answer at this time is compassion. All right, we're gonna see what else is manifesting for you with this Virgo new moon. Okay, while you are compassionately loving yourself, we have trust with Dingo. We have Janali with integrity. Really interesting. We have Jeddah with honesty. Honesty. We have Lena with gratitude. Oh, that gratitude card ended up coming back. And then we have the emu with curiosity here. The energy of this new moon eclipse for you feels very fast, okay? It feels like things want to move really quickly. And that, again, if you can try to not let anxiety or stress like overtake or run your nervous system, I'm just seeing you're going to see so much potential and power for the manifestational opportunities that this extra energy is giving us as a collective right now. Like there's so much extra energy in the energy field. That's the best way I can sort of try to explain it. So much sort of like electricity, potential, potent, manifestational, magic energy. Like it actually is magic. The energy of this new moon, it feels really, really magical because we can create with it. Like we can literally use this energy to create. So I definitely recommend using this time like to journal, to script what you want for your life, this kind of thing, because I'm just seeing as well the energy for you might be moving really quickly. Okay, you might be really feeling like if you journal, you're like writing and you can't stop because it's coming so fast, or you might need to walk or run, like to move your body to try to help this energy flow through you, because you are grounding a huge amount of energy at this new moon. Okay, this is the energy I'm feeling for you, is like sort of that you're grounding a huge amount of electricity through your body. And I feel that you it might even affect your sleep, your sleeping patterns, or it might give you more energy. All of a sudden you want to start running or walking or moving, exercising the body. It might give you anxiety. Okay, that would be the shadow experience of this, but you can overcome that really easily through doing something that shifts your energy field. Okay, something that I really love doing is castor oil packs on the liver. We can do it on your like lower belly, your womb. I find these really, really helpful because it totally resets the nervous system, and it's got all these other health benefits. You can look into that. But whatever like you like doing that helps you to come into a really strong relaxation energy, that is going to be your best friend with this new moon. Okay, that is going to really help you to be able to let go enough to trust with that dingo card, to trust in the energy for what it is. I'm also seeing the energy of change. I'm seeing that delays or stalemates, if something has been like stuck or stagnant in your life, I'm seeing this new moon will shake it up and like kick you into action or kick something into gear in your life or move a mountain. Something could be getting unstuck that has been stuck for a long time. This could be within your own self. This could be within your own mind, within your own mental patterns. Like something may have been getting stuck in your mental patterns. And with this new moon, it's like your mind is freeing up. Your mind is opening up again. Yeah, the curiosity card, of course. This is like a curious mind. This is neurogenesis. This is having new neural pathways forming. Okay. And it feels really, really significant. It feels like you are achieving this somehow. You're having a fresh mind. You're having new mental thoughts, mental power coming to you. And this is again, especially why Spirit's saying, do something to come into relaxation mode, because then you're more in the receiving mode and you can tap in and receive like a lot of these mental upgrades that are coming in. You're going to be shown life from a totally different perspective. You're going to be shown your life from a totally different perspective, and you're going to be shown exactly what is around you. This is giving me like psychedelics energy. Some of you might be taking psychedelics or something, because it's like, imagine the same room, you're in your own room, but then all of a sudden you look and the same thing you're looking at, but it looks completely different to you because you're looking at it from a different consciousness level. Okay. That's the energy I'm getting. It's like Aldous Huxley, The Doors of Perception. You can look at the same thing, but you can see it totally differently. This is the energy you're having with this new moon, and it's very powerful. It's very electric. Okay. The energy you have around you is like electric, and something is getting unstuck in your life. This could be a really powerful thing for you. Like, this could be something that's really massive that you've really needed to get unstuck. But for a lot of you, this is all also happening in the mental realm, in the region of your mind, in terms of the way that you see things, the way that you tell the story of your life, the way you narrate your own life and the script of your life. Something about this may have been getting stuck. And it was like an identity shift. It was like you were identified at a lower level, and Spirit was like, it's time for us to move up a level. It's time for you to move up a level. But the identity had to go through an upgrade. Okay, that's this portal. I feel like you're being taken through a portal. I'm seeing a circular portal. Wow. You're being taken through a portal this new moon eclipse, and you're changing your identity. Okay, it's an identity shift. You're moving from one identity to another. And I'm saying identity in the sense of the way that you perceive yourself, who you are, the way you perceive yourself, who you are, the way you perceive the meaning of your life, the meaning of your thoughts, these kinds of things is what I mean by identity. Kind of like the observer within you. This is powerful. So you are like identifying with something that was beneath you. I'm feeling a royalty energy coming through here. Feeling like you almost have like some kind of royalty energy. Spirit's asking you to like claim it, because it was almost like you were accepting something that was below you. That it was like, it wasn't like you were eligible for so much more, but you were identifying in a lower level or at a reduced capacity. You're identifying there. And it's almost like Spirit's like, come up to this new level, because you can claim so much more. You're worth so much more. It's sort of like, imagine someone is working a job and they're getting paid like $100,000 less than if they worked at another job, because the other job that pays them more can see their value, and they're like, oh, we really want you around. We want to pay you for what you're worth. This is the kind of thing I'm getting. And it's like, Spirit saying almost like, have curiosity for how much more is out there for you in life. That's what this new moon is asking you to like really have this perspective shift of realizing like, you can accept more, you can demand more and accept more. I'm seeing something about like raising your standards for yourself in what you want for your life and how you want to manifest. And I'm seeing huge leaps and bounds. Like Spirit's saying you're going to actually make tangible progress in some way with manifesting more for your life, an upgrade. It's sort of like an upgrade, I guess, is what I'm feeling. Like your life is meant to upgrade. Yeah, now I'm getting the image of like, in customer service, if you're like staying at a hotel or something, and then they're like, hey, I'm going to upgrade you to a nice suite. I'm going to upgrade you to the penthouse suite, the one that was like so expensive. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling from Spirit right now for you, where you're like, oh, I'll just pay for the budget room in this hotel because, it's all I can afford. And then Spirit comes in and they're like, actually, we're going to upgrade you. Okay. We're going to upgrade you for the penthouse because that's what you're eligible for. Would you like this? And you're like, yeah, I'd love that. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling. So Spirit's like, stay curious. Stay curious for opportunities where you may be upgraded, where your life may take a turn for the better, where you may be all of a sudden offered more money for what it is that you currently do. Spirit's saying for some of you, this is really specific, but for some of you, trust that you can make money doing what you love. Okay, that's coming through really strongly, that you can love what you do and make money for that. You can love your job. Okay, some of you need to know that. Some of you need to know that you can love what you do with your work. That is available to you. Keep on prayer. If any of you are working a job that you do not like, Spirit's saying to pray, to keep surrendering it to the divine so that you can be guided to a job that you feel good in, that you don't dread going to every day. Okay, that's coming through really strongly. Yeah, because Spirit's saying that you can have a life that you really genuinely feel grateful for with this gratitude card. You can have a life that you genuinely feel grateful for, that you're like, wow, I'm really grateful that this is actually my life. Some of you may have been having some stomach or digestive distress, some stomach aches or digestive issues or something as well around this time. And I feel Spirit saying again, the answer to that is to do stress relief exercises, whatever you can do to bring yourself into a state of relaxation is so important, just so you can also just enjoy this new moon and the energy that it has, because it has some gifts for you, right? It really does. It wants to gift you. It wants to give to you. I'm also seeing for some of you, something might be activating in your sleep. You might have some sleep disturbances, like as in not being able to get to sleep or waking up at certain times. I'm seeing there's a lot of activity in the brain, like sort of like processing energy of your life, almost a trauma processing, maybe you could call it, like a processing of the past experiences, kind of all coming together. So you are integrating it, I guess is the best word. It's like I'm seeing you integrating things that were maybe left a bit unprocessed within you, or even within your lineage, your like ancestry. Seems like really deep kind of work that's being taken place. So some of it might be happening while you're asleep, right? While you're deeply like in the subconscious energies. You may be having really important dreams, memories, flashbacks, visions. I'm seeing a lot of energy in the third eye for this group, actually. I would say the third eye energy. The Miracle Frequency Light Language tape, I would really recommend that for this new moon for you, for this group. If you already have this purchased, I would definitely recommend listening to it on repeat with this new moon. And if you haven't, I would really recommend you check it out, because it is a really powerful third eye activation. And I've been listening to it lately, and it just really, yeah, it feels like it could support you. So I'll link it down below. But there seems to be energy I'm seeing happening almost like in your pineal gland, your pituitary gland, sort of like that region of the brain, that sort of area of your body, like right in your head, but in your third eye. So I'm seeing something happening with your third eye. I feel like I said, you're going to have something shift, like something that was stuck gets unstuck. And it could really be this third eye energy where something was stuck and now it's not stuck anymore. And you can see something differently, or you can see a way forwards. Yeah, with the honesty card there in your spread, this is about you having some truth being revealed to you. You're going to have a revelation. You're going to be able to finally see the truth about something. And it's going to set you free. I mean, the truth will set you free. That is true. The truth is going to set you free with this new moon. You're going to be seeing the truth about something. It's going to help you process and release the past so you can move forwards into a new level with ease and with grace. Okay, you're moving into a new level where you are loving yourself a lot more. And self-love is important, okay? When I say I'm picking up on self-love in your energy field, that is a victory. Like, do a happy dance kind of energy, because this is good news. It's a really good thing. Self-love can be hard to come by, okay? And when you have self-love, it is the currency for everything that you are desiring to have and make manifest in your life. If you love yourself, that is the foundation in which everything else can start to love you, and you can have a life that you love. So, I'm seriously feeling this self-love energy, and Spirit's saying to remember to love yourself with this new moon, okay? You might be out there loving everyone else, giving a lot of love to everyone else. There might be a lot of people calling upon you in this new moon to help them, or you might be aware of ways in which that you are in dynamics with people where you are being of service to them, or you are even in a caring role. Some of you might be carers, and realizing, maybe you need a little bit more self-love, a little bit more compassion for yourself. I feel like there's a theme here in this new moon where you have been putting up with some kind of a condition that you are now no longer going to be putting up with. And you're like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. And it feels really from this self-love energy, from this integrity, from like, I've got to look after myself. I got to put myself first in sometimes. So I'm feeling, yeah, this feels very positive. It feels like you're demanding more from life. And I'm hearing your spirit guide saying, finally, finally, you're realizing that you are worth way more than this. So this is really powerful. I feel like you're having a lot of processing happening. So you might be, like I said, you might be really just feeling this new moon. You might be this group I feel like is very sensitive to this new moon. You might be really sensitive to the energies that you're feeling and what is sort of coming through in the subtle realms. Yeah, a lot of you might be having a lot of psychic insights with this new moon. not a lot of people know this, but Virgo is actually a very psychic sign in the zodiac, okay? Virgo is very psychic. It's very connected to sort of grounding psychic information because it's the earth sign, but it's the sister sign of Pisces, okay? Virgo is the sister sign of Pisces, so it has that connection to the etheric and to the spiritual realms, but it's also able to ground it as well and to bring Mercury, the planet of communication, to bring communication from the divine, right? So I feel like you're going to be receiving some kind of communication from the divine. It might come through your third eye though, okay? Because the chakra that I'm feeling for you in this new moon is third eye. Group 1 got the throat, okay? Got the throat chakra. So if that resonates, maybe check out that group as well. But I'm seeing the third eye for you. You're going to be receiving messages through pictures, through images, through insights, like revelations, aha moments, where suddenly you see something and you're like, how did I not see this before? Or suddenly you see your life from a different perspective. I'm feeling like one of the perspectives that you're going to be given, and everyone's had this experience before, but it's when you suddenly see things through the eyes of gratitude, right? Through the eyes of love. When maybe you were feeling like stressed or unwell or whatever, overwhelmed. And that's when gratitude kind of goes out the window. You know what I mean? And so I feel like there's some kind of energy shift here where it's like you're going to be feeling immense gratitude, like gratitude that is divine, that brings you to tears, that kind of gratitude where you just really feel like, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of gratitude in your heart space for what you already have, what you have already accomplished as well. This Virgo new moon, as much as we are looking to the future, we are making plans, we're trying to manifest, we're trying to, do this, make the most of this manifestational energy. I do feel like there's still a message here to remember to also look back on your life and like how far you've come, how far you've come. I really, really feel that how far you've come. You've traveled a long way. Spirit wants you to recognize that you've traveled a long way and kind of give yourself credit for how far you have traveled, for how much you have achieved and accomplished, for how much of a more loving, mature, wise human being that you have become over these past few years, especially Spirit's highlighting them for some reason. All right, group 2, that is your reading for the new moon Virgo eclipse. Wow. I really feel like it's going to be a powerful one. Like I said, enjoy it. I really think it's going to be a beautiful new moon energy for you. If you would like to check out more of my work, like I said, I recommended the Miracle Frequency tape for you if you resonate with this reading. I feel like that third eye energy would just be really supportive for you during this new moon. Plus, it's just a really fun, magical, activating tape. I'll link down below. You can see if it might be right for you. Other than that, I'm just sending you so much love and light. Take really good care, okay? Bye.